Quittins! Welcome back to the third episode of the Quantum Cast. We've come back with many more new topics to talk about, and we're going to start it off by talking about our summer.
How fun!
I'm not starting first, so...
Okay, summer?
Yes, go on.
Wait, no. Then it's not... what did I talk about in my summer?
In residentials?
Oh, yes! I went to Unique. Went to Oxford with people. That was really cute. And then I went to Bath, University of Bath. I did go there. Yes, I did. I enjoyed both of them. They were really nice. That was my summer.
Yeah.
You can go. Okay. So I went to Imperial Summer School. It was good.
How much detail we both give about summer schools.
It was really fun. Like, I really want to go to Imperial. And I met lots of nice people, and it's a really nice uni, and it was fun.
So did I. Very nice people indeed.
Okay. I'll start. Okay. I was slaving away to the hellish test of the UCAT all summer, so I did not get to go to any residentials. Not that I was actually given offers to go, but it's fine. It's okay. I get past it. I was just doing the UCAT basically all summer and had no social life until every 5 days where I would break down and go see Loveleen. So that was it. And I've done my UCAT now, so the atrocity
It's
the
gone.
UCAT is gone. It's finished.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
My summer was a bit less academic. It was just holidays. So we went to Spain, and then we went to London, and then I tried to study. I did some of my summer homework, but that was about it.
That
Did
was
you
like a
not do
short summer.
Cambridge?
Yeah, my
Yes.
maths summer homework.
No, that was last week. Technically not the summer, but school hadn't properly kicked in my head, so still hasn't.
Still
Basically summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of
yeah.
Cambridge residentials though and stuff, so
She's such a pretty city.
yeah, she's getting her knowledge of Cambridge in. Yeah.
So is that it? Nice summer, everyone. Nice free summer. Like, let's
Hope you guys had a nice summer too.
Yeah.
Also,
Because having a good summer is important.
yeah, sure. Also, these chairs make sound, so like.
So yeah, if you
I feel like every time I move,
yeah.
I really should try not to move, but I feel like I will. I'll try not to.
And we're not using microphones, so the audio will sound different.
Yeah, a
That's
bit
fine.
echoey, but you guys can still hear us. It's
But
okay.
it's fine, our family members and friends. Do not worry.
Yeah, to the 5 people watching us.
To the 4 cats watching us, we see you.
Quittins! Quittins! Oh, we appreciate you. Yeah. Okay, shall we get started?
Yeah.
So, my topic today is inspired by a book that I recently read called The Good Virus by Tom Ireland. Very, very good. And looks very pretty as well. It basically talks about bacteriophages, which are viruses that don't attack humans, but they attack bacteria only. So, I think they started using it in I think it was the 1980s or something, when people used antibiotics, but bacteria were getting resistant to it, and antibiotics were really, really expensive, so they had to find some other way. And I think they first figured it out when, I think it was the scientist, she kept taking the dead bodies of people. And then people were so confused, what's she doing with the dead bodies?
Wait, why were people letting her do that?
No, it was during war. I forgot which war it was. It was during the war. She used to collect the dead bodies from the war. She was a battlefield scientist, I think.
Oh, okay. So
You
it's her
know,
actual job.
yeah, I feel like you should have started with that. I just kind of
Bodies.
random person.
Yeah, it was during the war, so it was acceptable-ish. Yeah.
No, because she was a battle scientist.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it was during the war. I mean,
Yeah. So then, because turns out it was she used to collect viruses on them, and then she found out that those viruses could be used to treat another bacterial infection, but I forgot the bacterial infection.
the apocalypse. In Shybrook.
Don't say that, there are viewers in China.
Yeah, we should censor that.
So basically basically, my topic's going to be about how we can use viruses to target bacterial infections instead of using antibiotics. And because like everyone thinks viruses are bad, but not all viruses are bad. There's good ones.
Like man.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
We're so unserious, you guys.
I'm not sure about that either. Cut that off.
Do not cut that out, Amy. Do not cut it out. You keep it in.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
Let her speak.
Okay, my inside thoughts.
So, for decades, antibiotics have been our strongest weapon against bacterial infections. But the problem is bacteria evolve really, really quickly, so it's a lot easier for strains to develop that are resistant against it. And it's not like we can just keep on making more and more antibiotics because it's expensive and it takes a lot of time. So, oh wait, I've got a quote in there as well. The World Health Organization has warned that antibiotic resistance is one of the greatest health threats of our time, and we are quite literally running out of options because there's nothing else to do.
That's scary.
Trying to do something about it.
Yeah.
You're the one
Going
going to
to
medicine, not us.
I mean, not even going into medicine. Do you guys not even know me?
Bacterial
Dentistry, whatever. You guys can like mix match.
Well, thanks. I'll say that about engineering and astrophysics next time then.
They probably will. though.
Shut up. That wasn't even for you to agree. I know it wasn't a great example. Shut up.
So the whole thing is like, instead of like using like synthetic drugs to kill bacteria, why don't we just use nature to kill bacteria?
Cool.
It's like a natural resource. There's so many like viruses everywhere. There's like, I think it's like the most abundant life form on Earth.
Maybe
I think,
viruses.
according to the book.
Viruses.
According to the book. So I'm just gonna blame the book. So basically how bacteriophages work, it works in like how a normal virus infects a human cell. It's like, it has like the tail, I think it was the pili.
I've never heard of that.
We did it in biology. It was like,
Hey, do you know this thing?
it's like the pili or something. It's like a tail-like thing from the virus.
Oh, I know what you're on about.
Yeah,
Just don't
and it
know. Sorry,
attaches to the bacteria cell, so it creates like a bridge. And then so once it's like connected, it's like the phage kind of like injects its DNA across the pili. I think it's the pili. Please, if it's not the pili, just imagine.
We can always just put a little disclaimer. At the
Yeah, it's
end.
just a bridge, and it just like the DNA is like injected through it, and it reaches like the bacteria cell, and then what happens is, now the bacterial cell, it just makes tons and tons of copies of the viral DNA instead. So eventually it will keep on making so many copies that the bacterial cell just bursts and it's dead. So that's basically how it works. Like, virus injects its DNA, bacteria cell makes copies, too many copies, bursts, bacteria is dead. Basically solve the problem. That's like really simplified though. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the great thing about this is when the bacteria dies, it releases all the viral copies it made. So then they can find new bacteria and then it just repeats the process.
Wait, so the viruses just continue?
Yep, it just
Bursting
continues to replicate, spill, find others, replicate, spill.
So does that virus not harm humans at all?
No, because the thing is, these viruses are like really particular into what they infect. So it's like only specific to like a specific antigen on the bacteria cell only, because that antigen won't be present on human cells. So it only affects bacteria. So that's the good part. You know, I don't get it. Why don't people do this more often? Like I'm reading through it and it just makes so much sense. It's like, it just solves so many issues.
So what do we do instead of this?
Antibiotics. Because I think that's the more traditional route that everyone's comfortable with.
So is this more modern? Or just
More
recently
modern.
discovered?
People have been using it for a long time, but it's not that well known.
Okay.
Because it's like antibiotics have been around for ages and people are like, you don't really go for like phage therapy when you go to like the pharmacist. They're just like, antibiotics, here you go. But the problem is people get like, no, not people, the bacteria gets immune to it. I remember as a biology exam question, The bacteria get immune to it, not the person. But yeah, I'll join this.
So is this a more private treatment? Like more expensive, private?
It is expensive. It's mostly done by like, like the pharmaceutical healthcare companies,
Mm-hmm.
like them. I don't think it's done in like NHS type of thing.
Yeah, okay.
It's really
Sorry,
effective
guys.
though. Oh, now I'm going to talk about the chemistry behind this because I need something chemistry related from a personal statement.
Maybe not just a personal statement.
No. I really love my topic.
Okay, start from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really love my topic. Now we're going to talk about like chemistry related stuff because I love chemistry as well. So the very first step, attachment, which I briefly mentioned, it's like phages don't randomly cling to any cell. Their surface proteins recognize precise chemical structures on the bacterial cell wall. And the recognition depends on like the different types of bonding on the molecule. So it's like the specific order of the hydrogen bonds, the ionic bonds. It's like they're arranged in like a specific way that kind of, like the lock and key model but with enzymes, but it's like lock and key with virus and bacteria instead.
Wait, is this related to thalidomide? Thalidomide? How you said that?
Thalidomide? No.
Because I mentioned thalidomide, so I just thought
You really like that, don't you?
I really find it so interesting. It was so engaging.
Is it a bad time to ask what it is because you're going to talk about
I'll
it?
talk about it, sorry.
Oh, are
Sorry.
you talking about it in your podcast?
Yeah, I managed to put it in. I had to, I loved it. It was so interesting.
Where was I? Oh yeah. So the thing is, the injected DNA from the virus has to be stable, otherwise it could go the wrong way and turns out, and it can make like the bacteria replicate itself instead of replicating the virus, and that's just horrible for the human body because you're just going to get more sick, and we don't want that.
No.
And basically, like the basic DNA structure held together by like hydrogen bonds and stuff, it's like the DNA has to be stable first in order for it to be replicated.
Wait, isn't DNA always stable because it's a large molecule and it has a few mutations? This is
But viral DNA is different.
See, okay, that's great. That's great to know.
No, you got me there for a second. Okay.
Guys, so glad no one does physics here.
No, that was kind of the first smart thing I said in the first three episodes.
I know.
Yeah.
Thing is, viral
I have so
DNA.
much smart questions.
I like all
Many
the
smart
questions.
questions.
Human DNA is very stable. No, but it was really nice. Don't worry. I know, do viruses even have proper DNA? No, they don't. It's just... There's no chromosomes, that's why it's not stable, guys. No chromosomes.
Interesting. Okay, that's.
Oh, wait, so where is it? Oh, in the plasmid? Is that what you call it?
It's just in like genetic material all messed up. There's no like proteins to keep it in its structure.
Oh, because you know how it's like free flowing?
It's just like literally a random mess.
Yeah.
Basically, so we've got to make sure that it's stable before it's like translated, transcripted. Like transcripted first and then translated.
Can you tell we've started year 13 so we have to take this more seriously now? Like I'm not much.
Yeah, I'm using my fancy key terms.
Should I turn off my phone?
I think you might be. Oh, it's okay.
Sorry, guys.
Don't turn it. Okay.
I'll just turn it off.
So then after all that's happened, these enzymes, they obviously act as catalysts. They basically speed up the hydrolysis reactions that happen in the bacterial cell wall. So when lots of these reactions happen in the cell wall, it kind of like swells, and then it bursts out the copies. And that's when all the phages like are released into the body that only attack bacteria. We're safe. Yeah. Then we don't need to talk about that. So now we're going to talk a bit more about the book because I spent lots of money on it and I have to talk about the book. So basically, the guy's called Tom Ireland. He's not a scientist. He's like, oh wait, does that make it less reliable?
Is it like a science communicator?
Yeah, that.
Where did you find this up from?
What do you mean? Job name?
Like, he likes to write about science, but it's all like factual stuff. But he's not like a proper researcher type of
Okay.
thing. But he's still like reliable. Yeah.
Tom Island, yeah.
Tom Island. Tom Island, hit us up right now.
Your book's absolutely amazing if you're watching this.
I don't mean Tom Island watching it.
I hope Tom Island is really watching this.
So it just goes on about like how phages, like no one really cares about phages, like they're just overlooked, like it's kind of like, you know, like high school dynamics type of thing.
What, high school dynamics?
Elaborate. It's like,
Is this gonna be like the love story like last episode?
oh, I'm trying my best not to.
Please go on, I wanna know more about
It's
it.
like, I don't know if it's like high school, you know, like them high school dramas or like high school TV shows where there's like the main character who's like often overlooked.
The main
Like-
character.
Yeah, no, I think like,
Okay.
you know how they start off like the main character needs to like develop, right?
Yeah.
At the start, the main character's like doesn't talk to anyone, like.
And then she takes off her glasses.
Yes.
And she has a glow up.
So it's like they're just like no one really recognizes the main character. It's just like.
So what are we
these,
talking about here? Viruses.
That's what's really cool.
So basically, the phage, which is the virus,
Oh yeah.
is the main character that's like overlooked,
Okay.
and then we're like, not we as in us, but like the general public is like the other students.
Oh.
They're like the other students that are like, you know how there's people they just don't notice in TV shows, not in real life, because we notice everybody.
I am losing this right
I don't know when I'm able to laugh or not.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Not able, allowed to. I'm very much capable of laughing.
And it's like antibiotics is like, you know, like the really popular group type of thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, now I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. You should
It's-
start off with that.
I still don't.
So the antibiotics, like they're the popular kids,
Sure.
and then the phages are
Wait,
like
what are the pages?
the viruses.
Sure.
They're like the overlooked children, or like, you know, the ones that are bullied and stuff.
Yeah, bullied, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
When they're actually worth more than the popular kids, because the popular kids peak in high school.
Yeah.
Ah, see?
Yeah.
I should start my own book.
So it's like all throughout high school, all the focus was on the antibiotics because it's like, oh my gosh, you guys are so cool, that type of thing. But then like we get to like the real world, and then it's like antibiotics kind of fail sometimes because like
They've peaked.
yeah, it's like
Sorry.
we'll say
To
like
anyone that's peaked in high school, I'm so sorry. Anyone that's peaked in high school, I feel bad now. I'm bullying.
we'll say that like the bacterial infections, they're like
most popular, most successful.
problems in society. So when problems get tough, antibiotics sometimes fail. And that's when phages come in. So they're like, they used to be overlooked, but now they sort of like rise to power, and it's like, now they're like antibiotics, they're the popular ones.
Yeah, the whole thing about like, you know, the, like, you know how teachers say that, not teachers, but that would be rude, but you know how people are like the popular kids, or you kids are going to be the ones that study for the nerd? Or, like,
Yes,
under the
yes,
nerd.
that's my inspiration,
Yeah.
that's my inspiration, yes. So that's it. You explained it really nicely. So that's basically what the book is about. That's the sort of vibe I got from the book. Like praising bacteriophages, like we need to pay more attention to them, like actually consider them as an option. Oh, it's got really deep. Yeah.
Alex O'Connor, can you please hit us up for like a philosophy podcast? We're gonna be on Within the Reason in a few months.
In a few
I mean,
months, yeah.
besides like expenses of using phages, why do you think that it's not used so commonly now?
A sensible question.
Yeah, that's a very sensible question.
I might cry.
I think it's because people don't know a lot about it. So it's like they're worried about the risks. Because it's like, I feel like the only risk that there is that there's no risk to us, obviously. But the only risk is what if it doesn't actually end up killing the bacteria? And then it's like you wasted your time, your effort, your money into something that just didn't work. and you just like ditch it altogether. But I feel like if you're patient with it, you just keep going at it, it's possible.
Anything is possible.
Is that what you want to go into? Is that what you want to go into?
Kinda. I feel like for now, like I really like the biochemistry side of it, but profession-wise, maybe I might start my pharmaceutical company with like bacteriophages, bacterial diseases.
Wait, is it all in clinical trial right now?
Not really. I think clinical trials have already passed, but like it's like a thing now. But it's the fact that it's expensive. It's not classed under like NHS free or anything.
Yeah.
It's something like if you want to, you can take it, but it's not like what doctors would suggest first, because they're still like used to like antibiotics, because it's like what they're used to, and it's like it takes some time to like break free from what you're used to. Oh. Yeah, what he said, like, the quotes, yeah.
Again, Alex, we are so free. I literally watch your podcast every single day. You might as well invite us for a philosophy question.
So, like, we just need to get out of our comfort zones and just use things that we don't normally use.
I mean, I guess because
I feel like
antibiotic resistance is increasing,
Yeah.
at some point they are going to resort to them.
Yeah, because it's like, you can't just keep spending money making antibiotics if they're not going to work.
Fact.
Yeah. So, now for, like, the closing part.
Sorry guys, this is so good though. So it's just,
This is so unserious.
yeah.
Okay, now it's for my closing statement.
Yeah. All serious now.
If you want to take away anything from this, it's that don't overlook viruses. There are good ones. Thank you. They're not all evil, they're all good. Preach!
So, I'm going to be talking about this maths hypothesis. So in the year 2000, there was the Clay Institute, which is this mathematical institute. They published 7 problems, and they said that if anyone could solve any of the problems, you would get $1 million, right? I know, it's crazy. And one of them was actually solved, but the guy declined the money, which
Why?
I don't even know. He just declined the money and then just disappeared off the face of the earth. He's
Did
not.
we not talk about this last time?
I think I might have mentioned it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Right.
should I?
Do you think he found out something that he shouldn't? Was that he
And the government took him to the
yeah,
pigeons.
they like silenced him.
I mean, I don't know. I think he was just like doing it for the love of maths rather
Oh.
than
It's crazy what people do for the love of maths.
honestly.
What? What? Honestly, you're going into maths at university.
Anyway, so I'm not going to be talking about the one that was solved, but I'm going to be talking about an unsolved problem called the Riemann hypothesis. So, yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I really like number theory, because this is going to be about the distribution of prime numbers, or we'll see how it leads on to that. So, in the 1730s,
Don't lie, do you want some water?
No, okay. So, in the 1730s, Euler was a mathematician. He discovered the infinite series. So, he discovered that infinite series can converge to a limit. So, if you had... Can I have the whiteboard?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm gonna be the whiteboard today.
So he's... This is difficult.
Be a better whiteboard.
Sorry. There you go.
I don't know if you can see that, but...
Oh, is it when it's like... No.
So basically, it's just the sum. This is the sum of the reciprocal of all the prime numbers from 1 all the way to infinity. So that would be basically 1 over 1 squared plus 1 over 2 squared plus 1 over 3 squared, and so on. So what Euler found out was that... Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what you want to write or not.
So what he found out was that this series converges. It will
Get a grip. Bothering me.
it reaches a limit, and the crazy thing is that if you do this for infinity, it makes pi squared over 6.
Well, that's actually so cool. How did they figure that out?
Yeah, why does
Yeah.
it do that?
It's a crazy proof, which I'm not going to explain because it's crazy. But it's really cool. So, yeah.
Is that my whiteboard timed up?
No.
Oh.
And he also thought, well, you could use, instead of doing the, you're right.
Yeah.
Instead of using the power of 2, you could use other indices. So,
I need to get a grip on that.
Yeah, get a grip on it.
What is that symbol?
that's the Greek letter
Lambda?
zeta.
Oh,
No.
damn it.
Do I talk about lambda too much?
Yeah.
It's because, yeah.
I
I was gonna say an inside joke, but like, I know now the sentence would say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 1 over n to the s. So,
Sigma. In case you didn't know.
yeah. So this is the zeta function, and it's basically just 1 over n to the power of s for whatever value of s.
That means sum off, right?
Yeah, that's
Damn.
so. So he found out that for any value of s higher than 1, it will converge, like it will meet a limit. But if the value is 1 or less than 1, then the sum of this infinite series, it would diverge, so it would get bigger each time. Yeah. So Euler found out that you could that this equation
Yeah.
this equation could be rewritten in terms of prime numbers, which is crazy because prime numbers, you can't see any here. So he found out that this was equal to, so this is pi. So this is basically saying that this equation, which is 1 over n to the squared, I meant s. Oops. So
Oh, that's where my confusion arose from. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
sorry.
So this is saying that for every p being a prime number from 2, 3, 5, and so on, if the product of this is equal to this, so for example 1 over 1 minus 2 to the minus s times 1 over 1 minus 3 to the minus s, and for every prime number. So I'll explain this proof. This is the proof I'm going to explain because it's not a quantum cast without the proof. Okay, so
That's why I make the silly face.
I was smiling. God forbid a girl smiles.
I just rewrote the proof so I wouldn't kill Loveleen. So this is just going to be a proof for how the sum of the infinite series 1 over n to the s is equal to the product of the infinite prime series, which is 1 over 1 minus p to the minus s, which is for every p being a prime. So this is called the zeta function because of the Greek letter zeta. So 1 plus 1 over 2 to the s plus 1 over 3 to the s. So we want to find how this relates to the primes. So if we divide everything by 2 to the s, so this side is going to be divided by 2 to the s, and so is everything here. So 1 will become 1 over 2 to the s, this is 1 over 4 to the s, and 6, 8, and so on. So it's basically just all the denominators are going to be even numbers, and then we have, if we want to, so for example this top line, we want to get rid of all of the denominators with even numbers, so we can do this and take away this from here. So we'll get rid of 1 over 2 to the s, 1 over 4 to the s, 6 to the s, 8 to the s, and so on. So what we're left with is 1 minus 1 over 2s of the zeta s function, and this will give us 1 plus 1 over 3, 1 over 5, 1 over 7, so it's just gotten rid of all of the even numbers. It sounds confusing, but you can look up a proof of this online, which explains better than me. But yeah, so this is just, all the denominators are going to be the odd numbers now because we've gotten rid of all of the multiples of 2. And what we can do is, with this line of working, we can divide it by 3 to the s. So if we divide both sides by 3 to the s, this becomes 1 over 3 to the s, 1 over 6 to the s, 9, 12, and so on. And we can do the same thing again, where we subtract everything's denominator as a multiple of 3 from this line. So we can take away 3 to the s, 1 over 3 to the s from here, and 9, but you can take it off. And so what you're left with is 1 plus 1 over 5 to the s, over 2, 1 over 5 to the s, 1 over 7 to the s. And basically, this side looks like what we have up here, and the denominator here. So what we're left with here is the infinite series, 1 over n to the s, and it's got no more multiples of 2, like no more fractions where the denominator is a multiple of 2 or 3, because we've gotten rid of those.
Okay.
And so what we can do is, it's basically going to be, if I continue this, which I won't because that would go on for infinity, it would be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, all of the prime numbers. So if we want to find the zeta s function, so to infinity, right? As we go on, so dot 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 1 minus 1 over all the prime side and 2, 3, and so on, all we're left with on this side is just 1. So if we want to find zeta s, we just divide both sides by 1 minus 1 over prime to the s. So we're essentially just given this equation, so that's approved. It's very confusing, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's good.
So yeah, that was the zeta s function for any value of s greater than 1. So what I'm going to talk about is how Riemann is involved in all of this. So what it was like 1850s, and so that was like a lot of time later, and he thought, what if the value of s was a complex number? So a complex number is so it's when you have a real part and an imaginary part. An imaginary part being, I'll just quickly
Irrational numbers?
not irrational, so the square root of -1, which is equals to I.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Yeah, so that's just imaginary, because you can't really, when you think about it logically, you can't square root -1, so we just use I to represent that. This only works when the value of x is greater than 1. So when x is equal to 1, so when the real part is equal to 1, it's undefined. So if you had, this is going to be a graph of the values of s. So this is 1. That's 1. So everything on this side, any complex number on this side, so this is an argon diagram. Any complex number on this side, using that as a value of s, it would create a spiral. So,
Wait, I thought you created a circle.
no,
So what was that before?
the circle. That was just showing rotation when you use the
Oh, that
curve
was
I.
rotation. Does it work in 3D?
3D. I'm not even sure how it works in 2D. To be honest.
Sorry
I mean,
about
this is a imaginary plane, so that's confusing. Essentially, when s is a complex number, and it can be anything as long as the real part is greater than 1. So if any value of s on this side, so for example up here might be 4 plus 5i, it's on this side, it's greater than 1, so that's fine. If that is the value of s, 4 plus 5i, then you would get like some spiral when you put it into this zeta function. So that's the Riemann zeta function when you use complex numbers as a value of s. And sorry. So yeah.
No?
No.
No.
So what Riemann also found out was that you could, this thing, analytical continuation. So you can basically, you can reflect, so whatever spiral this causes here, you can reflect it all in this side. So there's a mirror line here, this is half, and you can reflect it here. Yeah, Riemann was able to find out that you could reflect it in this axis, in the line x is equal to half. That is a reflection.
Sorry for the flashing lights.
Right, so the imaginary number can be negative as well.
Yeah,
The imaginary number, yeah. So imaginary is the y-axis, so it can be analytical continuation. Don't ask me what that means, but it means he was able to reflect it onto this side. So essentially, any values of s, any complex values of s, were fine except for this critical strip, which is basically from x is 0 to 1. You're probably wondering, how does this relate to primes and stuff? So earlier I showed you how the zeta function can be rewritten in the form of an infinite product of primes. So what Riemann found out was that this can be equal to 0, so that was also 1 over 1 minus p to the minus s. So for p being primes, that's just like sigma is the sum, so pi is like
the
product.
baby sigma.
No, that's pi.
That's pi.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. I don't know what was going on in my head yet.
Yeah.
It's okay, we all make mistakes.
Um,
Everyone makes mistakes.
So what Riemann found out was that you can, wait a second.
Do you want me to cancel anything?
Oh no, it's okay. So
Erase.
what he was wondering was which inputs, which is the value of s, would map the function to the origin. This is the origin. So there are these things called zeta zeros, which are values of s, which will map the function to the origin. So we found out.
Why do you want to get it to the origin?
I guess it just helps to explain, because if you can link this to the origin, I guess it just helps you later on to find out how primes are related, like how primes are distributed. So he found out that there are these things called trivial zeros, which is when all of the negative even numbers are zeta zeros. So if you input those as a value of s, then you can get it will map to the origin. So the value of this, if s was a negative a negative even number, then you can get the origin. And there are these things called non-trivial zeros. So this is where the whole hypothesis comes into place. So what Riemann found out, and what computers have researched to billions of digits, is that when the value of s is, so s is going to be equal to x plus iy, x being real and iy being imaginary. So when s, the real part of s, so x is equal to a half, then this is equal to 0. That is a non-trivial zero. So this is equal to 0 when x is equal to a half. That's what he found out. So he found this to be true for many digits for like lots of complex numbers where x is a half. But there's been no proof of that. So the proof, if you want to get $1 million, you have to, because computers have, to billions of numbers, they've found out that, it does correspond with the hypothesis that for every x is a half, 1 over the Riemann zeta function will be equal to 0. So yeah, there's been lots of support for this hypothesis, but there's no proofs, because you could find it out for 1 billion numbers, but you don't know that it would work for the 1,000,000,001 number.
Quantum computers.
What do you mean by that?
No, we're having quantum computers, so you think that's going to work out?
I don't think so, because I don't think you can try it for as many numbers as you want, but it's never going to be a proof until you actually have a proof. You can't just say it's... Oops. Sorry. You can't just say it will work for 1 million numbers, and because you don't have a proof.
So is there no way of figuring it out?
I mean, I think more knowledge on prime numbers is needed, right? Because people have tried, but no one's figured it out yet. Like, there are easier ways to get $1 million than to do this.
What are those, Amy?
I don't know.
Please tell me. I'm
So
entirely...
how would you make a proof on this? Like, how do you prove it for every single number? Like, I know there's
If
no
I
way.
knew, I'd have $1 million.
How is a proof made? And then How do you know it? Like, you know how proof.
Oh,
how
so
would it-
basically what you could do is just find one value, one non-trivial zero, so just one complex number in this strip, so that doesn't have an x value as a half. That doesn't look like, okay. That doesn't have an x value as a half. So let's say the x value was three quarters. This is like a three quarters. If the x value was three quarters, so if s, let's say s was equal to 3 over 4 plus any I, let's say 5i, and you found out that this does equal to 0. It doesn't.
Yeah.
But if it did, then that would be a proof, because it disproves the fact that all of the non-trivial zeros will be on this line that goes through x is a half. So that's proof by contradiction when you find out that it doesn't correlate with the hypothesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the best proof.
Yeah. I mean, it's the easiest, but it's not in this case. So
Interesting.
yeah, this is gonna drag on, so I will try and speed this up. If someone proved it was false, well, that would be like tragic in maths, because everyone's just assuming it's true, because to 10 billion numbers you can prove it's true.
One quick question. Is the $100 million still available?
Yeah, I think so.
Switch to maths. Live.
I mean, funding.
So yeah, that's it. That was really confusing, and I'm sorry. I don't know how long that took. That must have taken a while. I will edit that heavily.
No, don't.
So yeah, essentially, the Riemann hypothesis is about the distribution of prime numbers and how you would be able to use an infinite product of prime series to predict where primes will be, but it's not proven yet, and it's a really difficult thing.
For our next mission.
Aldona's already planning it. Yeah, I hope that didn't confuse you guys too much. It confused me, so.
I was very confused, but from what I understood, it was interesting. I think it lost me after the spiral, so. I was like,
We spiraled into it.
yeah, I spiraled into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Another round of applause. Right, guys. Okay, I have something that's like very dentistry specific. Like, this is like, you can't get more dentistry than this.
That's
So,
good.
because I need it for my.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Indeed, yes.
Because I'm interested. Right, so I'm going to talk about fillings, right? Like the fillings you get in your teeth, and talk about how dentistry has become more self-healing almost. Okay, so it's basically the idea. So instead of like how dentists will drill into your teeth and they'll patch the cavities with like some sort of resin or metal. Sorry, do you have trauma?
Too many.
Giving Amy pieces.
With like resin or metal. Instead, they say that your teeth could literally just heal themselves, right? So, I'm going to talk about why fillings actually exist in the first place. So, cavities, they happen when the bacteria in your mouth feeds on like sugars or just excess like too many chemicals that aren't good for you. And then they release these acids that basically eat away the enamel, like the protective layer of your teeth. And if the damage goes into deeper, as Amy would know, the dentine underneath, which is like the yellowish layer, it starts to be exposed, and then this can even reach the pulp, where it was like where all the nerves of your teeth connect. So that's where you get all the sensations from your teeth. So yeah, if that gets too deep, then like it can basically start to erode away your teeth. And so what dentists usually do is that they'll get a drill and they'll start like drilling out the decay from inside and fill it, so make a hole and then fill it with something durable like amalgam, which is a silver filling, and then composite resin, which is like the coloured filling you get. Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah. So then.
That's a white coloured filling.
Yeah, it's a white colour. But like
I was thinking of blue for some reason.
that's what I thought actually before. But no, you can mostly it's white. Yeah. So then. Okay, so these materials will do the job, but the thing is that sometimes it happens that they'll start to erode away, and like 5-15 years later, you have to get them done again, so they have to dig in more holes, which is like, it kind of just disrupts the integrity of like the tooth structure. But But yeah, so dentists now are asking, well, if like teeth can actually heal themselves, because we have like scientific proof that sometimes it can. So yeah, so this is where regenerative dentistry comes in. So basically, what science is trying to do is that they tap into the tooth stem cells, and so because you reach the pulp, which is where the nerves are, and then you know how I talked about how like tissues can like recode themselves, cells can recode themselves. That's where that kind of links. So then basically the same like cell from I need to stop opening my mouth. Sorry. The cell can basically transform into other types of tissues and like fix itself. Now our teeth don't usually heal themselves. Otherwise we wouldn't have to get like drillings and everything done. But they can make a little bit of dentine, which is the yellowish layer, if they're irritated, and so like they'll fix it up a little bit, but if like the irritation's too big, the cavity's too big, then it just can't, right? So we have to get fillings done. So then researchers discovered that there's certain drugs that can basically wake up the stem cells and get them to make more dentine, like loads of it, to fill it itself. And one of the drugs is called tidagluzib.
Huh?
Tidagluzib?
We're sorry to the drug lovers watching.
I always get the weird names, I don't know why.
Bless you, man, it's alright.
Tidagluzib, okay. Now that was usually, I'm not very sure about this part, but it was usually developed for Alzheimer's disease, and I'm not sure where, I didn't look into Alzheimer's disease for this, but in dentistry, it basically made the dentine regrow itself enough to fill up small cavities naturally. But then, a lot of the drugs that scientists test for teeth weren't originally made for dentistry at all. So we have thalidomide that comes in, okay, for example, and this dates back to the 1950s and 60s, where it was basically, I don't know if you probably have heard of it, it was prescribed as a drug for morning sickness for pregnant ladies, and everyone took the drug and it was all great and everything was going great, and the ladies were like, yeah, we don't have morning sickness anymore. So the doctors were like, okay, let's push this medicine out to become publicly available, right? But what happened was that they wouldn't get morning sickness, but then when the babies were starting to be birthed,
We do this in chemistry.
yeah, that's what we get. They were like, the limbs were deformed, or like they wouldn't have a limb, or some of them would like have half a limb, and it was just horrible, absolute horror. It was like one of the biggest medical disasters of the 20th century, and so of course then they stopped it. They're like, hey, we can't do this anymore, right? But the thing is now, many decades later, they found that thalidomide can actually be really useful medicine, and sometimes now we use it to treat certain cancers and immune disorders, because it has this weird thing, or you guys know, but so it has this thing where its structure can basically flip. So if it's like this, it will just flip, alright? So then it becomes a completely new structure in itself. So you get,
causes of it?
we don't know, that's the thing, but like genuinely, it just flips around naturally. What is it, R-thalidomide and S-thalidomide? S-thalidomide is the bad one that causes deformities, but R-thalidomide, when it's flipped, can you actually cause it to flip? Like,
We're trying to find out.
yeah, it just naturally does, yeah. So if it get R-thalidomide, which is the good one, then that's the one that's used for medicine nowadays. So, wait just a second. Yeah, so I just wrote a little fun fact. It's not a fun fact, but saying how it's like medical recycling, because you can take something that was like used for Alzheimer's, or like which caused like deformities or whatever, and it can like be used into like this. Anyways, okay. So analogy time, right? I put these in all the time because I know you like them. So what I imagine this as is that you're repairing a road, and then the dentists are the construction workers, and they're trying to patch up the pothole with asphalt. What is asphalt?
It's like, cement.
Cement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, asphalt, right? And so basically, regenerative dentistry is where basically instead of like having to like do the whole process of like fixing the road, it just does it itself overnight basically.
Oh, I wish.
And like the concrete just like flows back into the road as if nothing happened.
Yeah, the roads are just horror.
I don't like driving.
Yeah, I always drive with the potholes, it's horrible. But yeah, right, so then now scientists are also, other than like getting it to fill it itself, we're also working on smart fillings, which the materials that instead of like just sitting in your tooth passively, they'll actively fight bacteria and release like minerals like calcium or fluoride to strengthen your teeth. Like, you know when you go to the doctors and like they put fluoride toothpaste? Yeah, so they're trying to do it so that your tooth will itself just like release those things, so like it's like constantly protected and layered. Oh yeah, so it's like having like a mini dentist inside your mouth.
I thought it was cute.
Like a little like dentist just working away, like protecting your enamel.
That's
I
so
wish I had that.
adorable.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to go
I
to
had
like
it wrong. I had a different image in my head, sorry.
What did you have?
This is a family show.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I can teach you 13. Yeah.
What if there's a small Quinton watching this?
Yeah,
Baby
I'm just
Quintons.
gonna ignore what I said.
Yeah. No, it's just a little. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So then dentists are trying to copy nature, biomimicry, right? So they're trying to design materials that act like real enamel inside your teeth and dentine. So they have the same flexibility, the same hardness, the same bonding strength, and it's just that the filling will blend so like seamlessly and perfectly without the dentist actually having to like drill holes into you. They would be like, guys, what the hell?
Oh, I didn't look at Aldona because I knew. Because I knew if I looked at her we'd laugh, but never mind.
No, have you guys not seen like they have like
No, but it's alright.
yeah. So it would basically just be trying to like I've said the same point over and over again. Yeah, okay. So then there's also bioengineered teeth.
What are you laughing at?
Are you guys laughing at the hole?
It's alright, just keep going on.
There's also
Family show.
bioengineered teeth. So instead of getting fillings or crowns, you could just get a brand new like tooth that's specific to you and wouldn't have like the cells like fighting against it, grown in a lab, and using your own stem cells.
Didn't they grow teeth at Imperial?
They did on a I think it was a potato.
I didn't look into it. You should have
Cool.
looked into it because of Imperial.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't show us any teeth. I don't know.
Yeah, I think like 3 teeth on it.
I don't know. I didn't read into it.
Yeah,
I will
so it would be basically just growing a tooth, like without having to get like a fake tooth in. It would just be a new tooth, but from your own stem cells. So you wouldn't even have to fight it off, and we wouldn't need like immunosuppressants either.
Question.
That's cool.
Is it to do with how, like, you know how your baby teeth fall out and your adult ones just grow in? Like, you don't do anything. Your second set of teeth grow in. Could there be like a third set of teeth that grow in?
No, because it wouldn't.
Imagine
naturally grow
you're in
in.
your 20s and you're just losing teeth.
No, because your first, second set. The second set is. Don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. It's already within like you. It's already within you? Question mark?
That feels philosophic to me. I can't.
It's
But, like-
always there inside of you, but it's waiting for a chance to break free.
I was gonna, do you want to go on Alex O'Connor's podcast?
Yeah, no, but this wouldn't just be like. So it's not like. So, okay, the tooth would be grown and it would be placed inside you, taken from your stem cells. It wouldn't just pop up randomly like adult teeth do. So it's not like you're actually growing it inside you. It's not being grown inside. The scientists are growing it. They're just placing it inside you. Like, guys, what the hell? What the hell is wrong with you two? Sorry. Do you see how calm and demure Amy is?
It's because you guys are not getting it. Me and Aldona are getting all of them. Aldona is so much
What
filming
is it again?
Okay, Amy, bless your heart. Okay, yeah, So the scientists have already grown teeth for animals, and like tried it on animals first before, of course, going on to humans and giving them like a random tooth. So there's like teeth-like structures. But yeah, that's just something that's being explored still.
I saw a picture of a fish with human teeth.
AI? Are you sure that was an AI?
No, this was before AI was a thing.
No, but AI was.
No, but not to the extent of having fish teeth.
Wait, is it
Oh, it's
is it
fish.
the anglerfish?
I think so. It didn't have like.
It's got like teeth that's like.
Oh, the really spiky ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like human teeth. It was weird.
Oh.
Amy, I fear it might have been Photoshop.
Yeah.
It's just one of my fears, really.
Big fears, actually. But yeah. Right, so, yeah. Is that it? Yeah, okay. So, why does this matter? Okay, it basically could mean, so, okay, this is great, because it would mean you'd have to spend less money on, like, drills, needles, medicines, all of that, right? Like, dental visits, like, you would not have to pay £60 to get your teeth checked up, okay? So it would free up a lot of money for the NHS, and that would mean we have more money to spend on stuff like newer technology, like.
But would dentists go out of business?
No, they wouldn't go out of business because you would still have to like grow. Like, I think it would only make more jobs for dentists, wouldn't it? Because like right now, dentists aren't qualified to be making teeth in the lab.
Oh,
But like, surely,
Like a human teeth.
Researchers do that.
Yeah. So then, like, if you were like, oh, let's make human teeth, and then that's another prospect of dentistry you could go into, specialize into.
like, would that be like cheaper than just doing what they normally do?
Cheaper? I don't know about that, but I think okay, long term it would be beneficial because you have it like you'd have to get it replaced after 15 years, right? So it saves money for that, and like prices are only going up, to be fair, and like the emotional pain, the physical pain of it, like the dentist's time, like all of that would be beneficial because long term, if you just get a tooth that's your tooth and set for life, isn't it? Like you just have to be careful.
What? Wait, so like then when you become old,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the only tooth remaining, and all the others are gonna fall
No,
off.
but see that's the thing then. Like we could go on to making like how old people have dentures, but made of their own teeth, or we could just like, guys, don't be so disgusted by this.
We didn't even see anything.
This could be the future of like in the future you might not even need dentures. You could just have all your teeth replaced and then like have actual teeth instead of dentures.
Then you
Like
can eat as many
teeth.
sweets as you want.
Exactly. Like it would be beneficial in the long term. I mean, it's only like once again, it's not like what was I gonna say? It's only still in the process of like being researched. Sorry, my mind completely blanked there.
That's alright.
Basically cavities wouldn't be managed, it would actually just be fully reversed. Like you wouldn't have to get the whole drilling and everything done again. So that would be good. It would just be a one-time treatment basically. But then there's problems because it's like, how do we control the process so teeth don't overgrow?
They do that?
Because it could. That's the problem.
As in,
'cause, like it could. It's like, okay, because you know how something could go wrong and the teeth would maybe like get too big, too fat, too wide, too
Fat
big.
shaming the teeth.
Yeah, so it's like that's a problem. And like there's also like the whole like you've got to be safe and like how people are more accepting of this because it's like it's a new thing and whatever. But yeah, that's basically it, you guys. So next time you're going, hopefully you won't have to, but next time you get a cavity, you should be thinking about like, oh, maybe my dentist won't pick up a drill or something, but instead he will be like having a little tooth repair kit to fix your tooth. That means you don't have to go again.
Yay!
Yay, sorry, that was basically it.
That's interesting.
That was interesting, thank you.
No problem. Thank you guys.
So, let's talk about what would happen if I fell into a black hole. Or if you fell into a black hole.
Let's start again.
No, I'm alright. Let's keep this rolling because we don't have enough time, do we? Anyway, it's mostly uncertainty surrounding like the black hole information paradox. Don't laugh at me. So you know how like last time I talked about general relativity and quantum mechanics and how hard it was to like get a marriage between them?
Yeah.
One of the problems was the black hole information paradox. So guys, why is this important? Why are black holes so important? Well, they are, because yeah, they are. They're very unknown. Anyway, so yeah, I really. What is this noise? I feel like I'm self-sabotaging by moving too much. I'm like, yeah. So the problem with black hole information theory is a paradox. Quantum mechanics say that information cannot be destroyed, whilst like Hawking radiation is basically thermal radiation. So basically no information. Okay, so the black hole emits Hawking radiation. You know, it comes from Stephen Hawking in like 1974, and he was like, there's thermal radiation being ejected from the black hole, but thermal radiation doesn't imprint information on it, which means it's information lost. What is happening here?
You just said so.
That's so face.
Guys,
Lock it.
we can keep this, you know what, I don't even mind at this point, but yeah, I should have had it early morning. Anyway, so why is this important? I already said that. I need to get a grip. I'll get a grip, guys. Anyway, let's have a little journey story time. Yay. So do we all know what Sagittarius A star is?
What?
I'm guessing not.
You spoke so fast.
Sagittarius A star. Apart
Oh,
from
the
being,
star sign.
yeah, apart from
Yeah.
being the best star sign, of course.
No, we don't actually.
It's like, no, it's not like, it is the black hole at the center of the Milky Way. So it's our black hole. We have it. Do we all know what the Milky Way is? Okay. Check it.
Chocolate.
Yes, indeed, Amy, it is. So we begin our journey in
We
a
actually have one
rocket.
right here.
Shock.
Wait.
Amazing.
This is the Milky Way, guys. Right in my hands over here.
Do I get to eat it afterwards?
If it's good enough, then yeah.
Does that mean you'll eat us as well?
I'll eat all of you guys.
Oh.
Let's keep it friendly. Family friendly. So we begin our journey in a rocket? In a tennis racket? In a rocket going towards Sagittarius A star, which is a supermassive black hole, indeed. And it has a mass of 4.3 million suns and whatever.
The what has mass 4.3 million suns?
Sagittarius A star. What else am I talking about? Get on it.
Just to confirm, that's the black hole, right? The Sagittarius.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Milky Way.
supermassive black hole
Milky Way.
in our galaxy.
How is that not eating all of us out?
Oh yeah, that's so true.
I fear I'm the wrong person, but I'm guessing because like it doesn't have that strong of a gravitational pull.
Oh, okay. So it's a weak black hole.
No, it's not weak, but like every galaxy has like a black hole.
So you can't like suck us in. No, this time I'm being serious.
No, because there are so many like tiny, like it can't, like it
So,
just
like, why?
cannot. Like there are so many solar systems around the Milky Way, and it's not gonna do that because like what is a black hole? It's like a star, basically, like this condensed object. There was a star before, so it's not like, yeah, but it's not. You look really concerned for your future.
No, I think, okay, so is it because the gravitational pull of everything else, other than the black hole, is strong enough to
But like whatever is around it, it eats it like light. But there are so many solar systems.
So we're
So are
not
they
that
slowly-
close to it.
So are they
No,
all
we're like on the
slowly
left
eaten
side
up?
of the Milky Way, I think. We're like,
Could they all be slowly being eaten up?
oh,
Everything around it?
I don't know if we're close enough.
No, but like slowly. Like, okay,
I
does black hole... Okay, this is a silly question. There's no silly questions.
there's no silly questions here.
Do black
Except
holes...
mine. Mine are all silly.
Do black holes increase in size as they devour more?
No.
No, so they stay the same size.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't. Does it move around?
See, we don't know whether, like, that's the thing, like, at the end of the black hole there's a singularity, which is like the most sense point, but it's also like infinite.
So, because I was just thinking, if it moves around and about, then like there's a chance that everything could slowly be eaten up until it gets to us. This is a very serious question, Amy.
She's concerned for our future. I don't think it will. I think, guys, I researched this topic 1 month earlier. I didn't really have no clue.
Sorry.
My brain is not working.
One more is silly question.
No, please go on.
I was gonna
It's not like
say-
I have the answer to any of them. It doesn't matter, does it?
No, I forgot my silly question.
No, please go on.
I actually forgot my silly question. It'll come back to me, don't worry.
You know when it like eats things, where does it go?
Doesn't it turn into spaghetti?
That's very difficult.
Okay, so yeah, so basically, okay, let me go into the journey, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So we're falling into free fall, and then if someone else saw you falling, then time would tick slower for them, because you know, like all the time dilation and length contraction and all the Lorentz transformations. As we approach the event horizon, but they would never see us cross it. The only thing that would happen is that like the photons wouldn't reach them anymore, so we would be like redshifted.
Ooh.
Right, but they would never see us cross it, and we wouldn't know if we crossed it because of the equivalence principle.
Wait. So if we were redshifted, does that mean that we would be getting further from them?
Yeah.
Would we like physically get further from them though?
No, because like technically we're falling into the black hole. They just cannot see it.
Wait,
They think,
who can't see?
like if there's an observer from like if Aldona's observing you falling into a black hole.
I
Aldona,
can see Amy, but Amy can't see me.
No, you can.
no, you cannot see Amy.
But Amy can see me.
I don't know what Amy's seeing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Amy will be able to see at that point. But anyway, because Sagittarius A star is a supermassive black hole.
So if it's supermassive, why are they not swallowing us?
Gravitational pull is not strong enough.
No, but Loveleen said that it is.
I
it's
don't
not
know.
Sorry,
I feel like okay.
you just picked the most interesting topics. That
Yeah,
everyone
no,
has
that's
questions
my
about.
fault. You know, I should have done it like.
You can't research more than like the PhD researchers.
No, of course, but like I had this whole last 10 pages document and I lost it.
Oh, bless. It's okay. We'll stop asking silly questions.
No, please do. I don't know. What was your question? Anyway. So as we get close, so you didn't like get spaghettified instantly because it's a supermassive black hole, but when you get closer to the singularity, then gravity on your feet and like gravity on your head is like completely different. So then you be spaghettified, and then all your subatomic particles, they like, and you're like, so basically, that's spaghettification. But like, you wouldn't get spaghettified as you're approaching the event horizon. You would get spaghettified as you approach like the singularity. Have you ever seen like the diagram of a black hole? How it goes like this, and like the bottom is the singularity.
Wait, what is the singularity again?
It's like the most dense point.
So what happens there?
I wish I knew.
Oh, okay.
I wish I knew. Anyway,
Wait, is there any way to get out of a black hole once you're in?
see, that's the thing. That's where like the information paradox comes in, because like the black hole, it has like its gravity is so dense that like not even light can escape it. So like the thing is, if I fall into a black hole, will I be wiped out of existence from the universe? Because like has my information been lost forever? So like I don't exist. But then like you know how like you cannot create or destroy matter. So that's the thing. So then they're trying to like, and Hawking radiation doesn't solve it because Hawking radiation is thermal, and they say that like it's not imprinted, like information is not imprinted on Hawking radiation. So like that's the whole thing about trying to like figure out, intertwine general relativism and quantum mechanics. So what happens to our information? So according to a few researchers, they say that the black holes have quantum hair. Quantum hair, very nice.
Can you please expand?
Yeah, I'm gonna expand.
Okay.
And they're said to contain the missing information at the horizon, and they have like the researchers have like gone through, recalculated the calculations done by Hawking, and they're suggesting that radiation is non-thermal if you factor in quantum gravity, but we haven't discovered quantum gravity yet, so that's a problem. Gravity
There's a lot of
quantum
things
scale.
that physics hasn't discovered.
Okay, wait.
Physics is just a red flag then, isn't it?
And then there's page curve, which shows that like Van Neumann entropy, or just like entropy, you know, should increase.
Von Neumann!
You know it?
Computer science!
Oh, I just heard entropy like in chemistry.
Oh no, yeah, entropy too.
Yeah,
but-
so we all know what entropy is.
Because Amy? Yeah, Amy, sorry, Amy just...
Against her will, she does. So entropy should increase as radiation is being released and fall back to zero as the black hole vanishes. And wait, have I said that how it will vanish?
No.
Oh, so it's basically like through as like thermal radiation evaporates, then in theory the mass of the black hole should evaporate. So then we're like, where's the information that fell into the, like if you fall into a black hole, where's your information gone if it's evaporating and it won't be there anymore?
What do you mean by information?
Matter?
Yeah, like atoms.
Like how much atoms do you have in stuff?
No, as in like
As in like the actual atom.
yeah. I'm
So
guessing.
actually you could...
Like any object that falls into it. As in like if
Oh,
you
information's an object, not like
Yeah.
actual information.
Yeah.
Information.
yeah, not like
Like code or.
not like fun facts.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah. Because I was so confused. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Wait, I
yeah.
have a question. So, if you said that thermal radiation increases and the information's lost, is that what you just said?
No, as in like Hawking radiation like
Yeah.
evaporates the black hole.
Okay, so then doesn't that contradict that mass can't be created or destroyed?
Indeed. And the black hole information paradox continues.
Oh.
But yeah, no, that's why. Because like if the black hole evaporates, then we're like, where did the information go?
So could there be that the law of mass could be...
See,
have
but we
exceptions
cannot.
to it?
I doubt, because it's one of the fundamental things. Like energy and mass cannot be created or destroyed.
Yeah, but like, you know how in chemistry there's like...
Chemistry is like, yeah, if on a Tuesday morning at 3 p.m. you have this and that, then it works. That's the only time it works.
No, but you could have exceptions. You could always have exceptions to stuff, can't you?
Then it would like mess up like whole physics, basically. Not just physics, it would mess up like biology, chemistry, everything. Like imagine if mass could be created out of nowhere. That would mess up everything.
fair enough. Okay.
Like, where is it coming from?
She said imaginary numbers, they're created.
No, but that's not mass. That's like...
Oh, you said maths, I had maths. Oh, sorry.
Mass cannot be created or destroyed.
So what do you think that black holes are an exception, or do you think that
No, surely not.
the mass is somewhere?
It's somewhere. Some like I was reading White Holes by
Yeah, I was
Aldona.
just gonna say, yeah.
So like in theory, it's very theorized, you could have the opposite of a black hole, you could have a white hole, and then like all the light and matter would be ejected from the white hole.
Cool.
So that would basically mean that mass isn't created or destroyed either, right?
Yeah, so it goes through the wormhole and then
That's so cool. I wish I did physics now. It's the best.
you should have done physics.
Is there any way to see the future?
See, I didn't search into it, but like I remember when I was a child and watching those like black hole videos, they were like, sorry, you can see the future because like the black hole distorts time, so you could see the future of the universe. I'm not sure because I never fell into a black hole myself.
You had first-hand experience.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm kind of nervous about that. But like, I think I can send you some videos about it. I'll look more.
Maybe
into
send
it.
to all of us.
Yeah.
I might go into a black hole rabbit hole.
They're very interesting. They're very interesting. It doesn't seem like I went through a rabbit black hole. Like, but I did. It's just like a month earlier, and I woke up late today. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm fumbling. Anyway, oh, and also, you know how you have like entangled particles? you have them in pairs, and if they're separated at the horizon, so one falls into a black hole and the other one escapes, it would imply that Hawking radiation. What's the matter now?
Just sounds cute.
It's just interesting.
It would imply that Hawking radiation and the inside of the black hole could be entangled. So then the wormhole's theory states that information can travel from one black hole to the other through a wormhole because it's entangled. Meaning that information would not be destroyed, but it's just displaced from one black hole to the other.
Communication.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you please link the hologram principle to me?
So basically, holographic principle, according to it, the information is encoded on the event horizon on a 2D surface instead of a 3D surface, and the Hawking radiation is released really slowly on a 2D surface.
Wait, what's 2D and what's a 3D surface? What's the difference?
You don't know the difference between. Wait, sorry, a second. You don't know the difference between 3D and 2D.
No, I know that, but what surface? What is the surface that we're
Oh, the
talking
event
about?
horizon.
Where in the black hole?
Yeah,
Where
like
you,
event horizon.
where
is
you
just
stop,
like
people stop
before-
seeing you.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just
okay.
like around the black hole. So, how do I make this quick and wrap it up? Falling into a black hole pushes the limits of physics. Boop, 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 boop. And we're really hoping to find quantum gravity because that would really solve basically all of our problems. And yeah, so the closest theory is the page curve, like all the entropy.
What is the page curve theory?
It says that entropy should increase as radiation is being released, and then
Okay.
it goes back to zero when like the black hole vanishes.
Wait a minute.
Don't.
Where is-
Don't.
How and when and why does a black hole vanish?
Oh, because like it releases Hawking radiation, so like through thermal radiation, like you know if like you have water and it's evaporating.
Yeah, that's a black hole we're talking about.
Yeah, it's
So you just said the mass can't be created or destroyed, so where is the black hole vanishing? And what causes it to vanish?
Hawking radiation. But
Okay,
like
that causes it, but where does it go to?
that's what we're wondering.
If it evaporates.
It
No,
goes to
no, it's in like it's just a bit. But that's what we're wondering where the mass is going into. That's the whole black hole information.
No, this feels like a really rage bait topic.
But anyway, so solving black hole information paradox would mean, I mean, if we solved it, then it would mean that we were successful in the unification of general relativity and quantum mechanics, which are basically the two pillars of physics and what we've been trying to unify. So it would be great if we found quantum gravity, and maybe I won't be alive for it.
Well, I was just going to say 2 minutes ago, how crazy would it be if it was figured out whilst you were alive?
Oh yeah, hopefully I am. Hopefully I am an astrophysicist doing that. But yeah, that's about it. So that was the black hole information paradox. I'm really sorry about the confusion. But yeah, we live and we learn, I guess. Also, no one's watching this, so.
Yeah, really.
Thank you for watching this episode of Quantum Cast, guys. Quittens.
Yeah, we'll be back soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
After marks? Question mark?
That's so
Can we get one done in Christmas?
Yes! Christmas edition!
We'll have a Christmas special! Oh my
Yes!
gosh.
You call that Santa hat.
I was just going to say we should dress up in Santa hats. We have our Santa costumes.
We do have Santa costumes. I mean, I'm already Christmassy, I don't know about you guys.
Christmassy.
But yeah, so
Yeah, thank you for
like,
watching.
subscribe, comment,
Smash that like button.
share it with your friends, with your friendsies. Yeah, have
Yeah.
fun.
Bye!
See you in the next episode.
So the very first step that I briefly explained was what's so funny.
I know I mentioned this every episode. The drinks equation.
What's the question that was?
What did she say?
No, that was from episode 1.
What?
Drake's equation. Did I mention Drake?
I a very zoomed in face and me being confused. Guys, I edited that so well.
Yeah, you did. That was our peak.
No one's gonna know about this though, it's just Amy's camera roll. Amy sent these.
Sorry guys, it's just I have to bring it up every time.
Every episode.
Only loyal followers will know. what the
Exactly.
reference
This
was.
is to test our Quitten's loyalty. I
Can
mean,
we keep this part in?
sorry, Aldona, carry on with the chemistry. Sorry.
I'm here to talk about what would happen if I fell into a black hole. If you
Awesome.
fell into a black hole.
Yay.
If everyone fell into a black hole.
Actually, don't say everyone, because wouldn't that like distort the black hole? And like, is a black hole?
if you fell into it, it would because you're so fat.
Are you gonna keep this one in?
Hmm?
Are you gonna keep this